Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another live stream on my channel and on SSM's channel. Welcome all. I know this is a very late time for when we tend to do live streams, so it would be good just to get any of you guys in to have a discussion about crypto. Today, me and SM are going to be talking about a variety of different narratives, projects, and a new narrative that we do want to talk about today. On top of that, guys, we always will be doing a Q&A, so any questions you guys have, put them down below and we'll get straight to answering them. Hello, SSM.
Hello, Crypto Sets. I really appreciate you for having me here today, and hope all of you are doing well. Hope you've all had a wonderful week, like the first week of the new month. And yeah, let's get right to it.
Yeah, so why don't we talk about the elephant in the room? The project that we've both dropped on our channels that you did find that is absolutely phenomenal. Why don't we talk about Genomes DAO? So let me know your thoughts on this project altogether from your perspective, and then I'll give my perspective.
Yeah, I think is a very interesting project. I love the fact that they are targeting pharmaceutical industries and just a whole lot of people that find this project relevant and useful. However, when you see a project that says they are giving away free kits, free kits for genome sequencing, you begin to wonder, how is this sustainable? I don't like to see when something is too good to be true. But then I took a look at their model. I covered it in the video that I launched on my channel, and it's a very interesting cycle that is done with, because this data that they are selling at that medical institutions need, that researchers need, that biomedical industries need, pharmaceutical industries need, is extremely expensive. It's very expensive, and it's data that is stolen from people without their permission. So why not take the consent of people, let them give you the permission, the go ahead, and not just the go ahead, they have the control. The pharmaceutical industries come on the platform of Genome DAO, and then they see the kind of information they can get, and based on that, they pay people, and people collect the token, giving the token utility, and thereby monetizing their own data how they want. They can relinquish whatever part of the info they want using the NFTs that they get when they buy when they get the sequencing kit. So it's just an interesting ecosystem. I love the way the project came together. I love the idea behind the project, because genomic data is not just valuable, it's extremely personal. Your allergies, the things that you can that can make you fall sick easily, different information based on your blood sample, different types. So extremely sensitive, extremely personal, and extremely valuable data. So why not monetize that? Why not put it on the blockchain and be secure with it, instead of giving these people, paying a lot of money only for them to now end up selling it? So it's why I really like the project. I like the tokenomics, I like the use case, and I can see this project growing by itself organically, whether or not I talk about it. I know this project will grow, so it's just an extra plus, for me to put this kind of project for us. And I think that's the main point of the crypto gem hunters. We have this reach, we have this audience, and we have this responsibility to make sure that even though there's a sea of ridiculous projects out there getting to $200 million in market cap, and the only thing they do is just um ridiculous gameplays, or just meme, or just monkey pics. Why not put the good radars? Why not put the gems on people radar? So, and that's why I like Genomes DAO. I think it's one of the better projects that can showcase what crypto is actually used for, that will showcase why the blockchain exists. Decentralized science is an interesting narrative that I'm looking into now. Um, Lower barrier to entry, transparency, security, and full ownership. When you think about other projects in this kind of field, like cleantech CTI, there can be an issue. Like with cleantech CTI, people say, "Oh, these people are dealing with medical records. They're sending medical records all over the blockchain," and so that can be an issue, right? Because governments will be like, "Stop dealing with people's medical data," and that's an issue. But with Genomes DAO, you are explicitly giving consent to people. You're explicitly giving consent. You are the one submitting your genomic sequence. You are the one submitting your own scientific data, and you are securing it on their vault with your NFTs. So the regulators can't say your data is being sold without your consent, or that it can be a malicious or malpractice, because it's something you are aware of and it can only be relinquished with your permission. So yeah, lots of positives that I see in this project. And the only thing, because you can't eat your cake and have it, the only challenge I found with it was the tokenomics. Personally, I would have liked to see it above 30% or 35%, but we are dealing with a low cap. Is less than $5 million in market cap. Just to $100 million in market cap, that's close to 25x from this point. And it's something I believe it can achieve. So it's 27% in circulation is something I can, you know, let it go, because we're getting in early. We can get a lot of the tokens now, and with time, as they're releasing more, it can be get the value. I believe the value would increase with time, as long as the tokens are being released. So I'm sorry I've been going on for this long.
No worries.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in utter agreement with you, SSM. I think this project does coincide with why the blockchain exists in the first place. And look, the tokenomics may be a problem for this project, but I don't think it's going to be as big as a problem as people make it seem. Now, when we go for this 50% rule, the reason we emphasize the 50% rule, it's just a good rule of thumb to have. When we look towards mid caps and high caps, if it doesn't meet the 50% rule, then it is really, really bad. If a mid cap and a high cap does not meet 50% rule, it's awful. Now, Gala was that one exception, yet everyone was bearish on Gala because of tokenomics. So when we're dealing with low cap gems, guys, it's okay for them not to meet exactly 50%. 50% doesn't really mean anything. It's just a comfortable level that we are allowed to invest into. Now, I'm going to give you my thoughts on Genomes DAO, because I honestly am very bullish on this project altogether, guys. The main reason why I'm bullish on Genomes, guys, is because I see a real reason in which people would adopt this project. And what I mean by that is, with most crypto projects, they're kind of like Web3 solutions to the current Web2 system we have. For example, storage. We already have storage systems. Why should we adopt the decentralized storage system? We already have systems in place. Why should we adopt the Web3 solution? Now, this is one of those specific scenarios in which I really do believe the benefit of adopting the Web3 solution really does outweigh that Web2 solution. This is why I'm very bullish on Genomes Down Together. I understand that monetizing your data, monetizing your genes is something that's going to be very important and really does coincide with what Web3 is. We got all of our data on the internet. We have all our data in genes in terms of ancestry DNA, 23andMe. Now let's give us an opportunity to now profit off of those people that always used to profit off of us. Let's give us an opportunity for us individuals to actually make something from something that we should be allowed to make something from. We're talking about our data. Now we're talking about our DNA. Imagine big tech profiting from our DNA. They already are doing that. What's it called? Genomes Down do outlie this. They show this, how data sold 500 million, data sold 500 million, data sold 300 million, data sold 400 million, 200 million. They are profiting off us. Now, Genomes DAO allows us to profit off of our own data. Now, this is why I'm very bullish on this project altogether, guys. There's a real use case with this project, and I genuinely believe it's going to perform well long term. So, great fan SSM. We're all bullish on Genomes DAO. Great project. Has a real use case. Now, I'm very interested in your thoughts about decentralized science, because this isn't a narrative we talk about a lot in crypto now. This isn't a new narrative. Don't get me wrong, guys. Decentralized science has been around for a very long time. I did dabble a little bit in the past with decentralized science. However, there wasn't a major project within that niche that really did catch my attention and draw me in until Genomes DAO. So do you believe that decentralized science could potentially be a bullish narrative in crypto?
Yeah, my first encounter with decentralized science was Cambria. And I liked Cambria because, you might not know, but I love anime and cats, and I'm also a science enthusiast. Like, I'm very, very eager and excited whenever I see scientific breakthroughs and stuff like that. So I fell in love with Cambria for that reason, because Cambria, not just Cambria, there's this other one. I'll let you know once I remember. I think what they do is they reward people who do research and innovate. And I really like that aspect about it. And the fact that it makes it borderless is, for me, is the biggest selling point with decentralized science. Because my experience with crypto is just so unique, because when I was doing my master's, when I was obtaining my master's degree, and I wanted to publish the papers in a journal in Europe. And the person that was reviewing my thesis said my method was good and everything. It was from Germany, but he said SSM your research method is outdated. So I kind of felt bad for it because I was limited by the technology and the information of my region, and I don't fancy knowledge being behind the paywall. Good knowledge should become common knowledge. Otherwise, common knowledge would lack common sense. And I really believe that. So I like the fact that decentralized science removes borders. Is why I love mask, borderless internet, is why I love Bitcoin, borderless finance. Now I'm looking at decentralized science as a borderless form of obtaining knowledge and spreading information and benefiting people. So it's not just a project that I'm just fancy for the fun of it. I like it has a real world use case. It's something that will actually benefit people. So yeah, Genomes DAO is an aspect of that, and not just Genomes DAO. When I was researching Genomes DAO, I was actually impressed to see it on Binance Research. So it's one of the projects that was listed as a decentralized science project. It's not going to be as exciting as the metaverse or crazy. And you can argue that AI too was like that. AI is so geeky and boring, and people weren't paying attention to it until people saw how it can change their life and how it can, make things far more efficient. The same thing with decentralized science. It can be boring, it can be geeky, but the utility is there, and that's what I love about that narrative. Is a strong narrative, not because it's going to make explosive gains like that, but in the long term, you can see um projects that focus on spreading knowledge, spreading information, become a real thing. You can see maybe there'll be a time where people are frustrated, like, why are you locking up? Why is the American government locking up the founders of WikiLeaks? We want knowledge to be free. We want knowledge to be decentralized. We want science to be decentralized. And I think that's one of the importance of the blockchain and crypto movement, breaking down barriers and making it more accessible to people.
Yeah, that's some very great points there. The point that you did bring up that I did like is kind of like how the power of genomes comes from the people. We are the ones providing the data. They're not taking the data from us willfully. We're providing this data. And this is where the power of the system comes from. The more people that give their genes, which is in the data form, will then essentially bring more power to the system as a whole. It's ran by the people. This truly is a decentralized project, guys. And it's a very good one. I highly recommend you guys check it out. For those of you that weren't here when we were talking about it before, I'll put in the chat the name of the project for you guys to go check it out. Genomes DAO. Let me just double check it all correctly. Precisely. Genomes DAO. There we go. Go check out this project, guys. It's a really good project, in my opinion. A great low cap gem. A lot of potential. Go check my video, SSM's video, and you guys will be more in depth about the project. Now, let's move on to some of the comments down below in the chat. I can see a comment here. What's your price
Interest in Fab
for Fab Worlds? Yes, there's a lot of interest in Fab World down below. Now, I'm not going to give a price prediction for Fab World because we don't really know what could happen in the bull run. However, what I will say is if this gem was to do 100x, it would be sitting at around $160 million market cap. Now, a good question to ask is that possible? Now, firstly, what I'd like to address is it possible for gaming projects to do that in the first place? We saw a lot of gaming projects perform brilliantly previous bull run. Now, will they perform the same this bull run? Now, I don't believe that gaming projects will perform entirely as good as they did before. Only a select few projects will perform well, and I do believe FabWell is one of those projects. Now, $160 million market cap isn't arguably that high for how gaming projects have performed previously. We've seen plenty of gaming projects that you and me don't even know about that have reached upwards of 800 million, 700 million, 600 million. And you may not believe this, guys, but a quick check of the categories on CoinGecko, go on to the GameFi side, and I guarantee you guys I could find about 20 different projects that none of you guys have ever heard of that have skyrocketed up to plenty high market caps before. Like, let's just have a look right now. You'll be surprised, guys. Seriously, a lot of these projects no one has ever heard of, and they've reached plenty high market caps. Let's just take a random example. I don't even know. Let's just pick one. That's too high market cap. I want to be more generous. A lower cap gem. Let's have a look at this. Starlink. Let's see if my theory can be put into action. Look at this supply. It's very funny. Now look at this. Random project. $800 million in market cap. Have any of you guys heard of this? I'm pretty sure none of you guys have heard of this project.
Wow, that's crazy high.
So this is my point, guys. It's not asinine to suggest that these gaming projects could reach, hundreds and millions of dollars in market cap, and no one have heard of them. Now, Fabo is a great project, and I see no reason in which it couldn't do 100x in the next bull run. So WadsPay is flying, guys. So let's have a look. It's up about 6% today. I wouldn't say it's flying, but it is performing very well previously. So it is flying, but just not today. This project, if you have a look at this 90-day chart, it's going absolutely parabolic, guys. And as you guys know, I've been covering WadsPay on my channel for a very long time. Months upon months now, guys. This really is a great gem, in my opinion. Crypto Seth. I'll be buying Decentra next week. I want to be rich, Crypto Seth. Now, when you're looking to become rich in crypto, one good rule of thumb to follow, guys, is you don't necessarily need to always go into the lowest market cap projects. Now, this is a conundrum in crypto. People always assume you need to go into the lowest of market cap projects in order to make lucrative gains. Now, this is not the case. For example, Quant, Algorand, people are going to be looking for those projects to go and do 30, 40 X's in the next bull run. Morpheus Network, sitting at about $50 million in market cap. I'm still looking for this gem to do 100x in the next bull run. Now, a lot of these lower cap gems will also do 100x's, but you don't need. The key word is need. You don't need to invest into these low cap gems. You can always still invest into higher cap crypto projects too. Now, Decentra does look like a great browser project. I highly recommend, guys, you do some research into this project too. But let me know your crypto portfolio on Telegram, my friend, and we can have a look at it and I can help you out. I'm feeling nice today. So what's both of your price predictions? Fabo, do you guys think 500 million market cap is possible if like Axie Infinity topped at 9 billion? What's your thoughts, SSM?
Well, you gave a very good answer regarding the market cap it can reach. Gaming projects reach a ridiculously high market caps. And, there are many projects out there, projects you haven't heard of reaching 900. I was so surprised when you brought up that chart, Starlink reaching $900 million in market cap. So suggesting that Fables can reach, can do 100x, which we've been seeing for a very long time. Yeah, it's definitely possible. And that's what many of us are targeting. That's going to be life-changing. Guys, don't forget we're in the bear market. And I know it's very hard to be patient, but you need to exercise that patience. So Fables, the point I'm trying to make now is there are many gaming projects out there. All you need to do is avoid the bad ones. The good ones, but find the great ones, the really good ones. Avoid the bad ones. In fact, avoid the okay ones. Just find the great ones. And that's what we are trying to do on our channels. That's what we are trying to do. We're trying to bring you the ones that are okay. There's so thousands of many crap projects out there. We're going to give you the ones that are better than good. And Fabot, I believe Fabot is a very good gaming project because there are so many criteria that I like to check with a gaming project: cross-chain gaming, a responsive team, variety, fun, addictive, caters to gamers, things like that. So is it something that your nephew or your annoying little cousin would actually enjoy playing? Those are the kind of things that I look at when I'm picking a gaming project. And personal opinion, whether it's fun for you to play. And Fabot met many of that: tokenomics, dog steam, transparency. I'm just throwing all of these criteria out there, but those are the kind of things that you should look out for. Look for great gaming projects because there's no doubt when the bull run kicks in or when the gaming bull rally starts again, people are going to come out with fake promises. But the ones that are already there that are doing well, those ones are going to start doing are going to go parabolic. So yeah, Fabot 100x, I believe, so it's possible in the bull run. Very easy.
Yeah, I'm not to agree with SSM. I wouldn't say, it's asinine to suggest that's possible. Great projects meets those fundamental criteria that you're talking about. No reason why it couldn't perform well. So Genomes DAO is good, but have you checked Luna DAO too? Now, I've had a look. I searched Luna into CoinGecko, and I don't know if this is the project you're talking about. Your entire crypto universe in a single platform, a DeFi solution of digital assets. If this is the project you're talking about, my friend, let me know down below. So Immutable X, my brother. Now, Immutable X is a great high cap within the gaming and NFT industry. I do love the project. And what I tell people is bet on Immutable instead of betting on Illuvium. Illuvium wouldn't exist without Immutable. Now, this is why it's important to invest into the platform that allows games to exist, because people can get bored of games. No one really talks about Axie Infinity. And Axie Infinity was huge. Now no one talks about it. People have ADHD, guys. People get bored, play one game, invest into it, then play another. This is why it's better to bet on the platform which allows these games to exist in the first place. So this is why I'm bullish on Immutable X. Sold
Yeah.
Sol for Velas. Do you have any thoughts on that, SSM?
No, I agree with you. I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. Sold Solana for Velas. Do you have any thoughts on this?
I've never heard of Velas, but I'm not a big fan of Solana either. So I'm in the Wild West there.
No worries. So I need to eat curry goat at least 4 days a week right now. It's too expensive. Okay, my brother. Okay, my brother. Yeah, that's the one. I think it has more that 60% in circulation. Let's have a look real quick, my brother. So yeah, it does have about 80% in circulation. We'll have a quick look at the holders as well. It's always good to check the holders, guys. So 18% in a wallet. This isn't the best. I don't like to see this in a project. It means, they have a degree of control over this project if they can dump 20% of the tokens, essentially. But apart from that, let's have a look at the charts real quick. So let's have a look. So this is a very new project. It has not been around for a very long time. Markets seem to be fine too. No problems there. Let's have a look at this project. So your entire crypto universe in a single platform. Supercharge your DeFi portfolio of digital assets centralized around you. Seamless user experience, everything in one place, fully interconnected, security first, blockchain without barriers. Now, I don't tend to be bullish on wallets because there's a plethora of them in crypto space. So I don't know much to say. There's many different DeFi solutions out there. It's a very over diversified, saturated field. It's very hard for a DeFi solution to perform very well. Now, I'm not saying this isn't a great project. It could be a great project. It's just how will this project perform compared to the other projects? What is the unique selling point of this project to differentiate it from the hundreds of other DeFi solutions out there? If you can provide that answer, then we can look further into this project. So I think that's most of the questions down below. SSM, do you have any questions you'd like to talk about?
No, yeah, I mean, what you're saying, I completely agree with it. I remember in our earliest live streams, we kept saying something similar as well. You have to, I like when a project niches down. Take, for example, I was talking about decentralized social, right? I said it's a good social media application in the Web3 space, and it has a lot of potential. And I compared it with another social media crypto project, and that's Audios. But Audios has a much more higher market cap than decentralized social. So it's not like decentralized social is bad, but decentralized social is covering many things at once. Is doing Twitter, music, YouTube, decentralized social media. But Audios is focused on just one thing. So that's just to show the power of niching down. That project, Luna, is trying to do too many things at once. You have to be careful. It's not bad per se for a project to try to do many things at once, but it's always good for a project to focus on one thing and then maybe perfect it, then add something else to it. I like to give Mask as a good example to this. Mask adds on features, but never too many at once. So adding in features is a plus. Everybody will always be happy to see it. But it's different from coming to the market and saying we can do all of this. You don't need to use this other guy because he's missing this, but we can do all of it. I'd rather pick 3 different projects that do what they aim to do very well, effortlessly, than to pick one project that does 10 different things and I don't get a good experience out of it. So just something for you to think about. Sometimes niching down is a superpower, especially in the crypto space.
Yeah, I'm in utter agreement there, SSM. And one more thing I'd add on to that, it tends to be the case that a project which has a core infrastructure and then that grows off that tends to do well. If you have loads of different cores, then that's over diversifying. You're trying to do too many things. But when it has one core thing like Mask, which is essentially just this idea of Web3 security. They have fundamentally a decentralized browser. That is the main idea, and they kind of grow off of that. That is where the value comes. If they had a decentralized browser, web browser, and it's all just separate, a DApp storage separate, D storage is separate, then it wouldn't be too good. Now, I think what Mask aims to do kind of is be that all-in-one browser. I can imagine once the browser is released that it's going to be kind of like Brave browser, where it has its built-in VPN. I think that's how Mask VPN is going to work as well. I think it's going to be built into the browser as well. They're going to have the DApp store built in, like Chrome extension, essentially. It's all just going to be built into the browser, and that the browser is going to be essentially where you access all of Mask's, products and services. I think that's how it's going to be.
Mm-hmm. Even recently, they just integrated SushiSwap to the browser. So it's something I really like about the project. It's interesting.
I'm in utter agreement there. So I saw a comment on your live, thoughts on Wilder World. Now, I don't know if you've done your research into SSM. If you have, you can give your thoughts, but I think this is some metaverse world. $37 million in market cap. The tokenomics, I'm not the best on. I potentially would be looking for a bit better tokenomics there. You're talking about, 20% in circulation around right there, which I'm not too bullish on. The market seems to be decent. They've got Gate.io, Bitmart, Uniswap. The market seems to be fine. Let's have a quick look at the holders. Now, the treasury, 22%, but then this is where the problem lies. Look at this, guys. 10%, 10%, 6%, 6%, 5%, 4%, 3%. The holders here, it seems to be a major problem from my perspective, especially if you have a look at this and add it all up. If I get up the calculator here, you'll see why this is a problem in a moment. Now, don't let them fool you with it being smart contracts. I say this all the time, guys. Merely because it's a smart contract does not mean it's good. 10%, 9.6%, 7.7%, 6%, 6%, 5% essentially. Let's just round it up to 4%. You got 3% here. Again, 2%, another 2%, another 2%, another 2%. In the top, okay, that's KuCoin. That's minus 2% there. See, about 57% of the tokens is held in about 13 wallets here. This isn't a good sign, guys. This is not what you want to look for in a crypto project. You don't have that many wallets held in, about 10 wallets claiming to be smart contracts. You may see this and think, oh, it's a smart contract. It's not people. When in reality, this is holders of the token, guys. So just keep this in mind. I can see Adam in the chat. Seth, stop pretending you care. Adam is starting to troll the chat. You're getting banned, Adam. You're getting timed out. Banned, timed out.
Oh, Adam is Glyph.
Yes, Glyph is Adam.
Oh, no wonder he's praising him here in the Telegram group.
Crypto Seth cares, Glyph. You are a thought, Glyph. A little bit of beef in the chat, guys. So let's continue what we're looking at. So this is my opinion as a wild one, my friend. The holders aren't looking too good. Therefore, I'm not going to be looking to invest into a project where that many holders holds a lot of the tokens. So that is a red flag, in my opinion. So let's have a look at the next question. So thoughts on XRD. Let's get this up. XRD. Radix. Now, okay, this is a mid-cap gem. We can give our thoughts, but I tend to not, talk about mid-cap gems. I kind of have the mid-cap gems I like, and I don't really touch upon them. So the only decentralized network that lets you build fast rewards everyone who makes it, better scales without friction. Now, the thing about mid-caps is the mid-caps for a reason. That's what I tend to say. And it really is a few different factors which separates a low cap and a mid-cap. And it tends to be kind of like hype in a way. That's why I kind of think these ISO compliant tokens, they're valued so high because they're ISO compliant. Most people wouldn't be talking about them if they weren't ISO compliant. A few projects seeps through the cracks, and it's because they can garner that hype kind of. CeeLo, I think, is going to do too well because it's going to be able to garner that hype. Phone numbers as bank accounts is going to be able to garner hypes. So I don't really have any immediate thoughts about this project. I haven't done my research, so I can't give you my full thoughts on it. But if it's a mid-cap gem, it means it must meet the fundamental requirements. Do you know about this project, SSM? If so, you can give your thoughts.
No, I've not heard about it.
No worries. So we love Crypto Seth. That's good to see. Adam deep down really does love me. He's going to be a Gem Hunters one day. So no need to worry, guys, down below. Adam's just a troll. So no time after me. Is Genome's DAO similar to Clintex? Now, I wouldn't say it's similar to Clintex. Now, it's within this same idea of, decentralized science. However, I would say they are dramatically different. A main difference I would see is the way that the data is acquired. Genomes DAO, we give our genes, we give our data, we do it. CTI is a little bit different. This is why regulation may be a problem for CTI, but may not be a problem for Genomes DAO. They're very different projects. Think of Genomes DAO as a decentralized ancestry DNA, a gene sequence system. Now think of Syntax as more of a research, Clintex as more of a research tool. They aim to essentially utilize AI in terms of recognizing patterns. They aim to clean up all the data issues in the medical industry. They're quite different there. Do you have any thoughts on
Right.
this?
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. That's just it. They're all within pharmaceutical and medicine, but the way they operate is completely different. So um Cleantech City relies heavily on AI, and it takes people's data and analyzes that, helps researchers and medical institutions save a lot of money by narrowing down where they should carry out their clinical trials and tests, while Genomes DAO, you're the one that gives your information, like Seth said. So yeah, completely different, but they're both great projects. I like both of them.
Yeah, that's a very great, take. I'm in complete agreement there. That differentiation is very important because that is where regulation starts to be a problem. If we give our data, they can't say, don't give your data. You can give our data if you want to give our data. So this is where a project like Genomes Down really has its power. So at Crypto Seth, Casper Network 59X. Casper Network is a great project. I'm in utter agreement. It's going to perform very well in the next bull run. It's going to catch a lot of people off guard. One thing about Casper that I do like, which I don't think people talk about enough, yes, everyone knows about the future proof smart contracts. I'm sure SSM is very bullish on that aspect. But the aspect that I'm very bullish on is the hybrid blockchain aspect. Now, if we talk about adoption of the blockchain, I say this a lot, but there's going to be a lot of different parts of an industry which needs to be public and private. And a hybrid blockchain would allow it to be private and public, different aspects to be private and public. So this is why I'm very bullish on Casper altogether, guys. Great project. So let me have a look at the comments down below. So can you check DEXI protocol? What's your thoughts? Now, guys, I do apologize if we're a little bit slow. It is very late for me and SSM here. We're both very, very tired. We decided to, impulsively do another live stream for you guys. So hopefully you guys do appreciate that. So DEXI protocol, is this the project you're talking about, my friend? Let's have a quick look at this. So immediate concerns, no circulating supply listed, no market cap listed. So circulating supply is very important in crypto, as we talked about before. So really would need this piece of information to have more of an opinion on this project. Now, we can ignore that for now and look at the rest of the project. So let's have a quick look at the holders. So 15% in one wallet, again, not a good sign. 6%, 3%, 3%. I'm sure this is going to add up, guys, to be quite a lot of the supply. Just keep this in mind. The holders potentially could be a problem. If we have a quick look at the charts, it's been around, for not too long. Let's have a look at this project idea now. This is another DeFi project. It's the same concept. A Web3 and gaming experience, bridging the gap between traditional enterprises and Web3 revolution. Now, there is a lot of projects which aim to do the similar thing, being a bridge towards Web2 and Web3. I wonder how this project aims to do this. Collect digital assets across the global in augmented reality. So this is an augmented reality gaming project. Seems very interesting. Now, what I would say is there arguably is better gaming projects out there that I potentially would be looking at. As you guys already know, there's a select few gaming projects that I'm bullish on. We got Gala, Altura, Nakamoto, Fabel, RPG. So I may not be looking to diversify into many other gaming projects. But look, my friend, what I would say is if you can provide me with the circulating supply, then I can look further into the project. Do you have any thoughts, SSM? I think your mic is muted, or my mic is muted.
It's mine. It's mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I was saying, you made a lot of good points, and just one more thing. In fact, more of your opinion. What's your opinion on the 24-hour trading volume? Because I tend to avoid projects that don't have too many trading volume. I know they can fake it, but at the same time, I think I normally use it to gauge interest in the project. What's your thought on it? This one has like $340.
So what I would say is, if the trading volume is high, it's not an indication of anything. If the trading volume is very high, in low cap gems, it's not an indication. However, the opposite is an indication. If it's very, very low, absolutely nothing, then that is a red flag. So this is the point. So when it's higher, it's not necessarily a good indication because you can fake volume very, very easily. Let's see if I can find a good example to help you guys see this. Let's have a look at CDT. I'm sure the trading volume is very high for Chet. Look, $200,000 in trading volume. Now, Energy Web Token's $142 million in market cap, and it's 800,000. So you can keep in mind that this is not representative of the market cap difference between the project. This is why you can fake volume very, very easily. So now if the trading volume is very, very, very low, this is a negative indication. I would be looking for a project to have good levels of trading volume. If it has no trading volume, red flag. Keep this in mind.
Thanks.
So what you think about Proppy? Now, Proppy is a great real estate cryptocurrency. One of the main reasons I love Proppy, guys, is because they understand that not everybody's going to be adopting the blockchain right now. Yet they still want to help improve the problems within the real estate industry. That is why they still allow you to purchase properties through fiat, through bank transfer, but still have all the benefits as if it was on the blockchain. So this is why I'm bullish on Proppy. Another reason is because they have a plethora of different projects already. They have several different houses listed that you guys can purchase through crypto. So I'm very bullish on Proppy as a whole. I do believe that the markets are not the best in terms of being adopted by most retail investors. And because of that fact, I tend to be more towards Labs Group and more towards Relio. But it is a very great project. So check out our boss, Zam. And then we will get on to Energy Web Token after Zam. So is it Zamio you're referring to, my brother? Again, no circulating supply listed. I can't comment much upon the project when that isn't listed. If you have a look at the charts real quick, okay, it's a relatively new project. Markets. Okay, markets are fine. Let's get these two pieces of information up. Let's have a look at the holders real quick. Again, 19% there, 15% here, 6% here. That's a lot of the supply. In the top two wallets, 40%, guys. This is not a good sign. You will have to double check what the smart contract is, but again, when it's not a rounded number, it tends to be the case that it's a person. So the holders are not too good, my friend. Now let's have a look at the actual token. Universal C DeFi crypto wallet. Again, guys, my friends, if it's a DeFi project, you need to ask yourself, what is the unique selling point? How does this project differ from the hundreds of different DeFi projects in the crypto space? Why would someone want to specifically choose this project as opposed to all the other projects in the DeFi space? If you guys can provide me this answer down below, then I will look further into this project, my friend. But it does look pretty decent. Universal C DeFi crypto wallet and P2P hedge fund. But again, nothing new in crypto, guys. So I wouldn't be majorly bullish on this project. Okay, thanks here, MyCap MLT. So guys, we're not going to be doing any more crypto gems reviews now. We are going to be wrapping it up very, very soon. I can see here me and SM are very tired, guys. We would be liking to get some sleep. In Dubai, guys, it's almost 4 a.m. for me, guys. So I do need to get some sleep very soon. So general rule of thumb, 10% greater or equal to is a good indicate interest. Trading volume of the current market cap. Thank you very much, my friend. Thoughts on EWT? Bullish on this project. Actually, I'll bring SSM in to talk about Energy Web Token because I know he's very bullish on this project.
Yeah, I've been talking about Energy Web Token for a very long time, and the reason why I do so is because it's just I'm scared of ranting on for too long again. But pay attention to projects that are relevant in areas that are more than just crypto. Take for example, privacy and security. People that, whether you like crypto or not, is going to be something you would find useful. It's going to be something you find important. Same with energy concerns. So this is something that is a narrative that people outside crypto will find useful, and then the blockchain just can enhance it. The Web3 alternative will be a better alternative. It will be better than what we have in the Web2 space, and Energy Web Token does that. It allows people. It gives them a suite of tools that allows them to create dApps that can track and monitor energy issues and energy concerns. So I think Energy Web Token is a great project for that reason. It's something that people would find relevant, and the blockchain just enhances that experience. So I think, yeah, I'm bullish on Energy Web Token. It's one of the best projects covering energy issues, and is one of the reasons why I'm also bullish on Broccoli. Broccoli Network addresses energy concern of the crypto space, and what the way they achieve it is by giving more utility to other crypto projects, by allowing them to integrate their APIs, and by providing a DEX and metaverse games, all just to offset carbon emission within the crypto space. So this is a sector that, whether or not you're in crypto, is a bullish one, and Energy Web Token is the top of that sector. It has the first mover advantage, I would say. And yeah, it's I believe it to do well once that narrative becomes something that is mainstream, that is getting more attention. Like, people are saying, oh, we need to be energy friendly, we need to address energy concerns. You see Energy Web Token start to rally very nicely.
Yeah, some great points there. And on top of that, Sam, what I would add is there isn't many projects within this energy narrative. And because there isn't many projects, all the money, when people want to invest into an energy token, will be flooding into those few contingent of projects, which will make them perform even better. So very bullish on EWT as well, my friend. So why is no one talking about IDEXO? Now, I had a quick look at this project, my friend, and it does seem pretty good, not going to lie. So we'll have to do some more research into this, and I'll let you know my thoughts. So what you think about Hello, the new Gala, people saying this? Now, I don't think it's going to be the new Gala, because I think Gala is going to be the biggest entertainment and crypto project in the next bull run. However, I do believe that Hello is a solid, low-cap, mid-risk gem. I think it has a lot of potential, but it is going to be carried with hype. Keep this in mind. It is a hype-based project, meaning the charts will be like a gaming project. When I say this, guys, I just mean it's going to go up really fast, but also come down very fast. Similar to this project right here, Gala Games. That's tens what it looks like. So, what's the buy point for Trader Joe? What's your thoughts for the next bull run price? Now, I don't really have any thoughts on Trader Joe. I think it is a good project which will potentially perform very well, but I don't really have any price predictions or price points. However, fundamentally, I have nothing wrong with the project. Do you have any thoughts on this, SSM?
I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about Trader Joe. I think is Archie and Crypto Goals that cover Trader Joe a lot. So yeah, I recommend checking out their channels and their videos on it.
Yeah. So Singularity DAO. Now, Singularity DAO is a great project. SM actually changed his mind in this gem. I do remember from that AI ranking we did a very long time ago. That feels
Yeah,
like a
can you
very long
blame
time
me?
ago.
The naming is just wow.
Look at this. All the way back here a month ago now. Wow, where we ranked these AI gems.
And I was
Okay, but
like,
is this your list or my list? I think this was my list. Or was this my
yeah,
list?
that's your list. Yeah. Look at mine. I put mine in C. I was like, I don't need a governance token for Singularity Net. I can just invest in Singularity Net. I do not fancy the idea of a project that exists solely to govern a bigger project. I'm like, wow.
There's a
But then
lot of
I looked
controversy in the
into it.
video.
I looked into the project, and yeah, that was a big misjudgment on my part. Okay, when recording video, try using 24 frames per second. Wow, maybe I should start checking some of your comments. Okay, I'll try that. Thanks. Okay, so yeah, I looked into Singularity. That is interesting, and it's a good project. They utilize AI to enhance a lot of DeFi activities on their platform. They've also got a launchpad, even though launchpads are not too good, and they allow people to trade efficiently. They see, using AI, you can easily see some indicators that somebody who's not inclined with trading it's just a good tool, and I believe it's going to be one of the better tools, especially because of the team behind it. So yeah.
Yeah. On top of that, what I would add, guys, is it's under the ecosystem of Singularity Net. And if Singularity Net does become that top crypto project within the AI industry, believe it, Singularity DAO is probably going to follow, guys. But remember, it's kind of like reliant on Singularity Net. So Singularity Net doesn't perform well, we probably won't see, Singularity DAO perform the best either. So is Doge Chain legit? What's your thoughts on investing in it? Now, Doge Chain, arguably is legit. It adds utility to Dogecoin. However, I do stay away from those kind of tokens.
Yeah, stole the words right out of my mouth. It's legit, but whether or not is my choice of investment is a different question.
Yeah, look, guys. There's nothing wrong investing in Doge Chain. If you want to diversify your portfolio, do invest into Doge Chain, but that is the limit I go at. I'm not investing into any meme coins. I don't believe you need meme coins in your portfolio. You can make lucrative gains in crypto without investing in meme coins. Hey, check Mirror Games. Mirror Games is now live. The token was released, Dr. Crypto. I was talking about this before. So yeah, I'm very bullish on it, guys, but I will be waiting for it to calm down. I do believe there is a vile airdrop going on right now that is a scam, so I need to leave that server. I got added to it. There we go. So yeah, I can see here, go live until 6 a.m. crypto stuff. I cannot, my friend. I'm getting so tired. I'm probably going to pass out on this live stream. We can't have that happening. It's 4 a.m. now, guys, so I do have to go to sleep. So we will be wrapping it up in the next couple of minutes. And I know SSM is very tired too. Yeah. So we'll give our last thoughts. Why don't we give our thoughts on Nexa? Do you have any thoughts on Nexa, Sam?
Nexa, and please bring it up. Is it the...
So it's the one from... what's it called?
Oh, yeah, like Bitcoin. They're trying to be like Bitcoin, right? Mining and stuff like that.
A digital economy of capacity for all. Most scalable layer 1 blockchain ever built. Now, the thing is, guys... I'm going to be honest with you. When a low cap layer 1 project, I'm not too bullish on as a whole. This idea of low cap layer 1s, because there is a plethora of layer 1 cryptos out there. There's loads of layer 1 high caps that is adopted by the masses and that are going to be utilized. Do we generally believe that most of these layer 1 low cap gems will actually amount to anything in long term? This is why I'm not too bullish on this idea of layer 1s as a low cap gem. Now, I think there's a few good lower caps that are layer 1s that have some potential, but the main selling point isn't the fact that they're layer 1s. This is the most scalable layer 1 blockchain ever built, but will people ever adopt this project? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, will it actually be adopted, even if it's good? Would people actually look to put money into this project? I don't know. I will have to do some more research into this project, my friend, and I'll let you know down below. So join the free Telegram group, and I'll give you my opinions on Nexa. 7 a.m. then. No, my friend, we're going off now. So, I am very tired. So thank you guys for watching this live stream. We will be out now. I hope you guys did appreciate us going live. I'm very tired. SM's very tired as well. So we will have to go now, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. And you can show us some love and support by subscribing and hitting the notification bell.
Absolutely, guys. Subscribe to this Telegram to this channel. I can't even say my words correctly, guys. I'm too tired. What's your Telegram? Go into the description down below and you'll see a link to my free Telegram. Go in SSM's description down below and you'll see a link to his free Telegram. So join both of them, my friends. Go check it out. It's in the description. Thank you, guys. We will be out now, guys. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye now, my friends. Goodbye, everyone. What's the Telegram? In the description down below.